Okay, so I've got one of these comfort zone. I have the 6,000 watt heater, and I think I'm having the same problem that I've seen a lot on the internet, where the temperature sensor or the thermostat on the unit is causing it to kind of short cycle. So it'll run for a couple minutes and it'll say that it's warmer than it actually is. This is in my garage, so it'll say that it's like 75 all of a sudden once the heater gets going, but really it's only 55 in the room. So it turns off for a little bit, and then once it cools off, it'll realize it's only 57, 58 in here, and it'll kick back on again. So to prevent that from short cycling, I know I've seen another video here on YouTube of a guy that had talked to Comfort Zone, and he had kind of moved the thermostat wire up to the back along the grate. But what I figured out the fix is, and I'm gonna be working on this for you here, so I gotta get up on my ladder, so zooming out here. So your thermostat wire is this little guy. It's down in there. I don't know if you can see that, the way that they have it wrapped around those two metal poles. But it's zip tied from the factory. It's zip tied here to these black two. And then it sits along the back of the unit right about like that, okay? And so that's where it gets its temperature sense from. What you gotta do, if you take the back grate off, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. You can take the back grate off, and then if you snip this place, again, there was a little zip tie holding it right here. You'll remove the 2 screws that were holding the temperature sensor in. You can see those there and there. Then you can lift this guy out, and I'm gonna work on this for a minute here, just bending the little metal housing things that's holding that wire in place. What I'm gonna do is I followed this wire. It actually comes down here. It's this white wire that's bundled in with these others. So you can see when I pull on it, it's pulling on the temperature sensor. So I'm gonna snip this cord again because I've got several more inches in there, and then I'm just gonna let the thermostat cord dangle. So I'm gonna pause this for a second while I bend that wire, get everything situated, and I'll come right back. Okay, so after I cut the zip tie down here that was holding this wire to these little black wires right here, now, as you can see, I've got a good 6 or 7 or 8 inches where I can have this hanging below the thermostat. So I think that's going to make a big difference in getting a good air temperature reading and ambient temperature sensor reading in here. So I'm going to leave it like that for a little bit and play with it, but I assume that's going to be our fix for the day. Thanks.